Can you hear that silence? Not the kind that brings peace, but the kind that screams with memories. That's where our story begins, with someone sitting alone in a room full of echoes. Her name was Alice, and for years, she carried a wound so deep, it had become part of her identity. It started small, an unreturned call. Then came a broken promise, then betrayal. And finally, silence, the loudest form of pain. She replayed every moment, every lie, every excuse they gave. She clung to the anger like it was armor, because somewhere along the way, she believed that holding on meant she hadn't lost everything. But the truth? She was losing herself. The weight of resentment aged her. It kept her up at night. It made her snap at people who loved her. It turned joy into something distant, something she thought she didn't deserve. One day, while walking through the same park she used to love, before the pain changed how she saw everything, she noticed something. A group of kids were playing on the swings, laughing like nothing in the world could hurt them. One little girl fell off the swing and started crying. Her mother knelt beside her, not with frustration, but with softness. She brushed the dirt off her knees, gave her a hug, and whispered something Alice couldn't hear, but she saw it. The girl smiled, laughed again, and ran back to play, like nothing had ever gone wrong. And in that moment, something cracked open inside Alice. She realized, children fall. They cry. Then they get upas, if they know they're still loved, still safe, still whole. She hadn't allowed herself to believe that in years, so she sat on a bench, heart pounding, and whispered to herself, I don't want this pain anymore. It wasn't dramatic. No music swelled, no skies opened. So she started to forgive Anat because they deserved it. Because she did. At first, it felt like defeat, like giving up a battle she had fought for too long. But slowly, something changed. She began journaling, writing letters she never sent, talking to a therapist who helped her see that forgiveness wasn't weakness, it was wisdom. And then came the small win. She slept through the night, smiled without forcing it, accepted a coffee date with someone new, not out of desperation, but hope. Friends noticed. Her sister shared how Alice's journey inspired her to face her own pain. Even strangers reached out after she posted a short reflection online. Still, it wasn't easy. Some days the old anger flared. But now, she had tools. Compassion, awareness, choice. Years later, she stood in front of a group of people, sharing her story not as a victim, but as a survivor. Not as someone broken, but rebuilt. As Desmond Tutu once said, without forgiveness, there is no future. So ask yourself, what are you holding on to that's no longer serving you? What would happen if today you chose to give yourself back? We'd love to hear your thoughts. Share below. One thing you're ready to forgive.